welcome to my vlog. My name's Des. I'm a 69-year-old woman who loves to talk about all things beauty and lifestyle for the woman touching 70. Now this vlog has been requested by my wonderful subscribers who mean such a lot to me, and of course I'd be delighted if you've happened upon this video and you like the look of it, then I hope you will consider subscribing as well. So let me tell you about what we're going to be doing today. I have to go to the hygienist, the dental hygienist. Haven't been for a little while, so I'm going to be going into central London. I'm going to be hopping on the tube, and then after I've been to the hygienist, which probably take about 3/4 of an hour I should think, we will then go further into town and I will take you most probably to Liberty's, Uniqlo, COS, Arket, and possibly some other stores as well. And after we've done that, we'll come back home and potter around here. I might start to get out, at least look at some of my Christmas decorations. It's a bit early for us to put out our Christmas decorations because we don't really do that until the 1st of December or the first week in December. And all we've done so far is get out an autumn wreath, and we'll probably end the day with a glass of wine. I'll have to decide what I'm eating because Mr. Des is out all day today. He's going to visit a friend down on the south coast, so I'll probably be eating dinner on my own, and then he'll probably be back about 9. So before we go into town, I need to wash my hair and put some makeup on. So the eagle-eyed among you who don't know me may have spotted that I've got something going on here with my left eye. And that's because I've just had an operation on it for a condition called entropion, which meant that the bottom rim of my left eyelid was turning inwards and my eyelashes were standing kind of proud against my eyeball. So I had the operation done just over 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, and most of the stitches are out now, but not all of them, and I can't yet wear eye makeup. I can next week apparently. Some of the stitches are still there and they're going to dissolve. And I've got to put this ointment on 4 times a day, which is a bit of a pain, and it kind of gets stuck to the stitches, so it's all a little bit manky over there. But anyway, we're doing the best we can, and I am putting makeup on the rest of my face, including my eyebrows, but no eyelashes, but no mascara and no eyeshadow. Oh, it's been awful. I've really missed it. But anyway, hopefully next week I'll be able to start wearing eye makeup again. So without further ado, let me take you downstairs while I get ready for my day. So this is my usual routine for washing my hair. Once I've washed it, I dry it with the hairdryer. Then I use a Revlon styling brush, which smooths it out a little bit, and then eventually I'm going to have to use my straighteners as well. Now here I'm putting some makeup on, being very careful not to put any on my eyelids. So no mascara, no eyeshadow, none of that. But my usual makeup routine is foundation, concealer, blusher, powder, and sometimes bronzer. I don't think I put any on that day, and eyebrows, which I can do. And then I'm going to put some lipstick on as well at some point. And then I'm straightening my hair with my trusty GHD hair straighteners. And then I'm going to apply some Colour Wow powder to my grey roots to cover them up. And then I'm going to get dressed. Now this is a nice brown Uniqlo cashmere jumper which I bought recently, which is actually a man's, which I rather like. And then luckily the day that I chose to go out into town was a really nice, crisp, cool day. And I'm just about to go into the hygienist now and get my teeth beautifully clean. Right, I've just come out of the hygienist and we're now making our way down to Oxford Street. Going to pop into Uniqlo and then pop into Liberty's and then maybe to COS and Arket. Okay, we're going into Liberty's now and we're going to check out Lisa Eldridge's new counter. How exciting! See you inside. So here we are in Liberty's. I've just come in the side entrance, and the main entrance is just where those scarves are on the left. And it is a beautiful 100-year-old store which contains a lot of wonderful and quirky high-end designers, from fragrances to clothing
to its own brand of Liberty prints. It really has something for everyone, although of course at a high-end price. And I especially wanted to see Lisa Eldridge's counter and possibly buy one or two bits and bobs. I think she only opened the counter about 3 weeks before I came to the store, and it really is a great store for her to be in, I think, because she is a high-end brand. I mean, she's not super expensive, but she is quite high-end. And you'll find her sitting alongside brands like Jones Road as well, so smaller brands, but smaller, sort of higher price point brands, I would say. There you can see Aesop there on the left. And here we are at Lisa's counter, and it was quite busy, so I wasn't able to film myself trying things out, but you'll see what I got later on. Small fortune, well, I'm exaggerating. I just spent 120 quid on a Tom Ford perfume. Exciting. So I'm going to hop on the tube now. It's about 12 o'clock and I should be home by about 1:45. On my way home now, just got off the bus, and when I get home I will show you my goodies. So it's about 7:45 and I've poured myself a glass of wine, and I'm going to tell you what I bought while I was out and about in town this morning. So the first thing I did, as you know, is I went to Liberty's and I bought a couple of things at the Lisa Eldridge counter. Yay! Now I had intended to buy the Glide pencil. I think it's called Glide. Let's have a look. It's called, to be precise, Seamless Glide eye pencil, and I bought it in, I was going to say Turkish coffee, but it's not that. It's something coffee anyway. Ground coffee, that's it, which is right up my alley. I'll quickly swatch it for you. Now it actually looks black on my hand, but I'm assured anyway that it is very dark brown. Now there was a burnt umber, but that was a bit reddish apparently, so I didn't go for that. But it certainly did glide very easily onto my hand, so I'm looking forward to trying that when I can actually wear eye makeup again, which I can't at the moment. And actually, let me quickly show you my eye. I have to put ointment on it 4 times a day until next Tuesday, I think. So it's very gunky still, and there are still some stitches that have to dissolve. So that's the pencil. Now the second thing I bought was this lipstick. Now I was thinking about buying a lipstick. In fact, I was thinking about replenishing or repurchasing the Velvet Muse, which I've bought probably about 3 times already since it came out. But in the end, I decided to go with painterly. Now, I don't think I've got any of these Luxuriously Luscent lipsticks by, try saying that lots of times very quickly, Luxuriently Loose, is it Luxuriently or Luxurious? No, it is Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks by Lisa. So I'll swatch a bit for you. It feels, it's kind of like a cross between a lip gloss and a lipstick. That's the shade there. It actually looks a bit lighter on my hand than it does on my lips, but maybe I kind of lit her a bit darker, I don't know. And it heals, it feels even. Very, very nice, very nice. So it feels a bit like a lip gloss, but not quite as sticky. So let me just come closer so you can see. What do we think? Do we like it? I like it. And finally, I bought, and this wasn't in Liberty's, this was in John Lewis, and this is the new, I think it's the new Tom Ford no, not Velvet. It's the new Tom Ford Café Rose. That's it, Café Rose, which was reviewed by Michelle Wong recently, and she was slightly puzzled by the combo, and I know what she means because you wouldn't normally put coffee with roses, but hey ho, they're two of my favourite things. So I thought, well, why not give it a go? And I must admit, straight away, as soon as I had a whiff of it on the card in the shop, I thought, this is right up my alley. Now I'm going to put it on my bod, even though I am actually allergic to all perfumes, because all perfumes, unless you know otherwise, contain citral, which I'm allergic to. And I think this probably does. In fact, I think I asked once at the Tom Ford counter years ago, and they said all his perfumes contain citral. But anyway, I'm going to spray something on my wrist, and then I'm going to tell you what it smells like. I have got a slight cold still. It's a lot better than it was, but I'm still slightly nasally. But anyway, let's just do that. Oh my goodness, it is so fantastic. So the first thing that hits you is there's quite a strong eucalyptus, that's the word. It's quite a strong eucalyptusy, or not eucalyptus exactly, but that sort of smell that really clears your nostrils, which is great if you've got a cold. And then it's got that slightly spicy, warm fragrance as well. You don't really get rose straight off. I'm not sure you even get coffee. We'll just let it dry down a little bit. But anyway, it's got rose in it, it's got coffee in it, and different kinds of roses as well. And it's also got cardamom. I think it's got ylang ylang. And as it dries down, you don't get rose really. But there is something, it's not sweet. That's what I like about it. It's definitely a unisex type fragrance, I would say. And it's got that sharpness. I think that's what it is about the nostril clearing element of it, or the nostril clearing properties it's got. It definitely isn't eucalyptus, but it's got that strength about it. I'm just going to try it on my jumper, because that's normally where I would spray it actually, because can't really spray it on my skin without being allergic. Ah, do you know what? I've got a bit of coffee there. But it's still got that strength. Now, it remains to be seen whether it's got sillage, which is a very interesting concept that I hadn't come across until very recently when I was watching a video by Charlotte Holdcroft, who's a beauty YouTuber from Britain, and she did a fantastic video on kind of fragrance for beginners really, and how to spot a fragrance, how to choose one, which websites to visit, etc. And she talked about sillage, and it is obviously a French word, I'm pronouncing it properly, I hope. And it's about the sort of the length of the scent. So how long does it linger? Does it fill the room? Does it last a long time? Does that scent last a long time? That's my understanding of the word sillage. And I don't know whether this one has sillage or not. I mean, I think some Tom Fords, I used to buy Jasmine Rouge, and I'm sure that had a sillage, but that was very strong, and that was more sort of an evening-y thing, whereas this, I would say, is not only unisex, but probably you could wear this day and night. Yeah, it's still there anyway.
I mean, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I really do. And the other great thing was, I don't know whether they're carrying on by the time you watch this video, but John Lewis had a Black Friday sale today, online and in store. And so I was able to get this for 20% off. Now, don't ask me what the original price was, but I paid £120 for it, which I thought was rather good for Tom Ford, because usually you'd get about 50ml for the same price. So I've spent rather a lot of money today, but I've enjoyed the day very, very much. And now I'm going to cook my stir-fried prawns, and I'm going to add a few bean shoots and maybe some green beans as well. I'll probably watch the telly while I eat it, because poor old Mr. Des, I'm not even sure he's actually left Bournemouth yet, where he has spent the day, because apparently he rang me earlier and he said there's no driver, they're waiting for a driver. This is British Rail, or British Rail as was now, British Trains. So that means I'm going to be on my own for dinner, but that's absolutely fine. He'll probably be exhausted when he gets back anyway. And that's my day. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed making it. So as ever, if you've enjoyed this video, I'd be so grateful if you'd give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know each time I upload a video. And talking of subscriptions, I have a monthly newsletter, and the link to subscribe to that will be in the description box below. And in that, I don't just talk about beauty, fashion and lifestyle, but also music, books, podcasts, theatre, films, and all the bits and bobs that make us happy. And thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute world to me. It really does. And I hope you're all doing really well. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye.